Hey, wait, hold on. I do not have a good connection. Wait a moment. Okay. Hopefully this will be better. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. I decided to come on live because it's 10:10 and it's Friday, and why not? Sorry, I had a little problem with the connection as I was coming on, but it shouldn't matter because I don't think anybody's watching yet. If you are here, if you're watching this, please say hi. Where are you watching from? So, I haven't done a live in a long time. And I thought it would be nice to do one today because it is 10:10. And I don't know about you, but the last month or so has been quite a ride. And a lot of people I know, a lot of my clients and friends have been really experiencing a lot of endings and upheavals and so on and so forth, clearing out of things. I mean, those eclipses we had were very powerful. I know for me, they ended a very, very major life cycle for me, or were part of the ending that I'm sort of in right now. Uh, and I really feel like today is a great opportunity to tune into what we want to be bringing in after all these cleansing and clearings, right? Let me know in the comments what you've been releasing over the past, I don't know, month, couple of months. I am now coming to you from an amazing place. It's Avila, Spain. I don't know if you know anything about Avila, but it is the home. I've been posting a lot about her, Santa Teresa of Avila, who was an amazing mystic. She was a nun who came from a very old family from here, and she was known for having visions. She was a trance medium in modern day terms. She was a trance medium. She would go into trance and just be channeling and speaking to divine beings, to angels, and to God. And she would, just be in a trance and wouldn't even like afterwards be like, huh, what happened? So she was a trans medium, and there's a very famous, an amazing statue of her in Rome. I believe it's in Rome, by Bellini, which shows her being pierced. This was one of her experiences, being pierced in the breast, I think like in the heart, if I remember correctly, by an angel. And she describes like this sort of exquisite agony of it. Um, so she really was super connected to the angelic realm. And she also had a twin flame. They didn't call it that, but that's what he was. St. John of the Cross, who wrote The Dark Night of the Soul. St. John of the Cross was her defender during the Inquisition, and he protected her and defended her because she was brought up in front of the Inquisition because she was a little different, um, and they weren't 100% on board with the way she operated, shall we say. But she became one of the most venerated saints. I'm not a Catholic, but it doesn't matter. Here's a picture of her. I bought this beautiful picture of her. And I love how she's always shown writing because she was an amazing writer. She wrote The Interior Castle. And I mean, basically, I think this is a picture of her channeling. That's one way of looking at it. And so she reformed the Carmelite order and what I what I learned about her years and years ago, and I always felt this connection. She loved dancing. She loved good food. She liked to laugh. So even though she was a nun and a mystic and all of this, she also was very grounded. She had to be. And I love this story I heard that she and John of the Cross, San Juan de la Cruz, who would come and visit her and they would talk and so on. One morning, one of the nuns came into the kitchen of the convent, and apparently the two of them had been up all night talking about, spiritual things, and she found them levitating off the ground. And a beautiful story. So, yeah, and if you visit his tomb in Segovia, you'll see pictures of her everywhere. So their connection is undoubtable. Um, so anyway, I'm getting off track, but being here in this energy of hers has made it really easy for me to just connect. Boom. I could feel the energy immediately. I just close my eyes and boom, I'm there. So I'm excited to do a reading for you guys. Hey, Ashley. Say hi. And yeah, so I thought we could maybe take a moment and maybe take a breath together and get centered and kind of tune into what we want to be bringing into our lives um, in the coming days, weeks, months, years. And then I'll give us a reading, okay? So I invite you to close your eyes. Let's take some deep breaths. Let's breathe in through our nose and release. Another deep breath in through the nose and release. And one more deep breath in and release. Calling in all of your energy back to you, all your scattered bits and parts, all your scattered energy, calling it back to you. Integrating it into your core. Your core. And visualizing a column of light coming down from source, coming into your crown chakra, and then into your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral area, your root, and continuing down past your earth star chakra and into the heart of Mother Earth, and then bringing up from Mother Earth another column of light up into your root, your sacrum, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, coming out through your crown chakra and all the way back up to source, God's source. Feeling yourself connected fully to heaven and earth. And now bring your awareness down into your heart chakra. And just remain there. And ask yourself, what is it that I am creating next in my life? What am I bringing in that's for my highest good, for my highest path and purpose, that's aligned fully with my soul and with my soul's path? And it's okay if you don't know specifics, but anything that comes to you. Could be a flash of a place, a thing, an idea. And ask your guides and God that today, tonight, when you sleep, for the coming days, to help you gain clarity about your next steps in life, help you to see, even if it's only one step at a time, to give you the inspiration that you need, the clarity you need. Even if it's something that might scare you a little because it's different or new. We need to be stretched out of our comfort zones for true growth to happen, right? And if you happen to get any flashes now, feel free to make a note of them. But they might come later. Hey, Carla. So good to see you. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 different card readings. I'm going to use 2 different decks. One is the Goddess deck. I'm just going to, this is for, obviously a general reading, right? And I just want to ask what information would be for everyone's highest good right now. What do we most need to know right now as we move forward further into the month, further into autumn? This one or this one? This one. No, this one. Okay, let's see what. Ooh, I love it when I get these cards. Okay. So, the first card I got, I think you'll all love this, is Prosperity. It's probably backwards, but it's with the goddess Abundantia. And I think this is a reminder that one of the ways that we can be controlled is through our fears. Our fears are usually triggered by fears of basic things like, earning a living or how, survival, right? But Spirit wants us to know that we're always provided for and that we live in an abundant universe on an abundant planet. We literally have everything we need here. And if you think about it, even when times have been tough, if times have been tough for you, and probably for most people, times are tough, you still have what you need. You're here. You have the things that you need. And I think we forget that sometimes. That maybe we don't have everything that we would like to have, right? But we have what we need. And tapping into that abundance that is in the earth itself, The earth provides us, Mother Earth provides us with everything we need: shelter, food, water. It has everything. And what I'm also getting is to appreciate what you have, even if it's something very small, right? If you have a roof over your head and food and maybe health or whatever form of health you have, I mean, the fact is you're here. You're here. You're watching this. You're here. Um, the friendships or the loving relationships you have that support you, that nourish you, the whatever beauty is around you, the nature that's around you. Hey, Sarah. Um, so focusing on the prosperity, the abundance that we have on a day-to-day basis, even if it's not what we wish we had or think we should have. Oh, that's a big one, right? Oh, we should have this. We should have that, right? Um, who's to say what we should and shouldn't have, right? That's a ego construct. The more we focus on what we have and not let ourselves be controlled through fear of having something taken away, um, the stronger we are, right? And there are forces out there that are trying to control people through, and have been, through this. This is the biggest fear that most people have. And remember your inner divinity, right? This is the inner goddess. To me, this is like your inner divinity, your inner power, your inner connection to God. Um, this this is yours. This is something that no one can take away from you. No one can take away your connection to God, to spirit. This is your sovereign right to have, and it's something no one can take away from you, right? And so it's so easy to allow ourselves to be manipulated by fears and doubts and so on that are all about this topic. But staying in your power and recognizing your connection to God's source, your connection to the divine, is your greatest wealth, and it's something that there is nothing anybody can do to take away from you. It simply isn't. And this is an interesting card. We're building a world for the future. We're building the new earth. We have to remember that every decision we make, every every step we take, every decision we make, everything is a step further along into the new earth, which will happen. There's a lot of like gloom and doom out there about the future, but I am 100% positive. I just know it within my very being. I've seen it, that we are moving towards the new earth, and all of the fears and everything that have been coming up are designed to disempower us and manipulate us to think that things are horrible and the world's going to hell and all of this stuff. It's not. It's not. Yeah, constant fears. Yeah, yeah. And the easiest way to disempower people is through fear, right? Fear of having their basic needs not met. Um, but we have to remember that we are moving into 5D, whether we know it or not. I mean, we could choose to stay in 3D, which is the world of fears, or we can hold that vision of what the future is bringing us, of what we are inevitably working towards and moving towards, which is 5D New Earth. And that's our future, right? This is our children, this is our legacy that we are built. We can choose what kind of legacy we want to leave on the planet, right? I'm choosing to, hey, Gudrun, um, I'm choosing to leave a legacy of hope and empowerment for people and to help guide them into the new earth. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Um, but we've been so traumatized by forces that want us to not believe that, by forces that want us to stay negative and who feed off that negativity and that fear and so on. But we are, it is up to us how we're going to create this new earth and to hold that vision. But it is your greatest legacy, if you choose for it to be, right, is to help create the new earth. I feel like I want to pull one more card for this. Is it this one? Yes. And we have to be very gentle with ourselves too, because we're so sensitive to the messages that come to us from the media, social media, family, friends, the world, whatever. It seems very, very harsh. It can seem very harsh. So we have to really take care to protect ourselves from harsh energies, from, hi, hey, Carl, from harsh thoughts and so on. So this card came up, White Tara Sensitivity. And to really, I feel like it's saying to avoid these things, but I think it can be difficult to avoid harsh situations, harsh people, harsh information, and so on. What we have to do is to be able to hear it without letting it affect us. That's the that's the work, right? We can have all this information and all of this harsh energy bombarding us. We can't go and, like, well, we could hide away in a cave and be a hermit. Some of us would like to. But it's not really how to build the new earth. So we have to be able to stand in our power, remember our divinity, and hold that energy and honor our sensitivity, but also honor our strength as well. And so protect yourself from harshness as much as you can, but at the same time, not to the point where you're hiding away from the world, because the world needs you. I mean, from time to time, we all need to do that. We need to take a step back and practice self-care, which is very, very, very important. I've been sleeping an unusual amount of time for me. Usually I'm not a big sleeper, but today I slept a lot and I've been dreaming and everything. And since I can be flexible with my schedule, because I work for myself, I've been allowing myself to do that. And I think it's really um important for me right now. Like, it's like, okay, if I need to get that sleep, I'm going to get that sleep. So do whatever you need to do for your body, for your mind, for your energy. Protect your energy, keep yourself protected. Um, but also get to the point where, as much as possible, you're not allowing the drama that's all around us and the bad news and all this stuff to affect you, and your energy, and so that you can be more in a neutral place. It's an interesting dance, yeah. It's tricky, but, like, receive the information you need to receive, but don't let it pull you down. I guess that's what I want to say, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what the goddesses wanted to tell us, but I want to also use my other favorite deck, by my beautiful friend Erica Rock. This is my Andara Oracle deck. Um, I remember when I first saw this deck, I just was like, oh, I must have it. So with this, I always pull 3 cards. And what's beautiful about this deck is that it's going. Oh, is this one of them? Yes, this is one of them. This deck reads itself. I don't need to interpret anything with this deck. It just, perfect cards always show up. So what do we need? Okay, this one keeps popping out, so. All right, what do we need to know? What does everyone who's watching and will be watching in the future, what information is for their highest good? Oh yes, Gudrun, I have. I do deserve to. Thank you. I do. All right, this one. Okay. All right. Let's see what these cards have to say. And I'm going to read what's on the card, and I'm also going to read what's in the booklet because they're usually different. And you can actually look at the cards and receive the transmission of the energy from the cards themselves, which is beautiful. Oh, so I love this one. Look at this color. This is the Higher Heart, Andarian Higher Heart. That's my favorite color in the world. I'm going to read to you what it says, and this is a close-up of it, and you can just kind of look at that and receive that transmission. This says, Beloved, I will infuse you with the courage to speak the truth from your heart. I assist you in loving communication. Do not eat your words, express them. You are safe to speak what is true for you. This is so powerful considering how people are being shut down right now for speaking their truth. I won't say anything more, but you know what I'm talking about. I work with Archangel Michael, creating harmony between your mind and heart so that you may feel comfortable speaking freely. My essence is pure divine grace, which radically opens you to all of the gifts the cosmos wants to give you. All you have to do is allow yourself to receive. You are worthy. I love that. And I'm going to read what it says here. It'll probably be something different or more. Okay. So this says it brings together the energies of the high heart and throat chakra, merging powerful gifts of communication and unconditional love. That's the thing. Yeah, we have to speak our truth, but from a place of love, right? Unconditional love. Archangel Michael's influence brings a merging within while allowing the outward communication to flow from the depths of one's soul, brings grace to oneself and others in the presence of this Andara energy. So this energy is what we need right now on the planet. Clear communication from the heart, loving divine communication. You can just take that in. So this is the first card. Okay, the second card is Andarian Solar Fire. And it says, allow me to remove all obstacles and barriers that are blocking you from succeeding. I bring you gifts of empowerment, vitality, clarity, and courage. Move forward fearlessly and dare to own your infinite abundance. What did I say? Which is your birthright, so you may fulfill your life mission. I erase the illusion of separation, bringing oneness and feelings of deep connection with all sentient beings, the earth, and all life of the earth. Work with me to anchor the solar light into Mother Earth for healing and to awaken the masses. Ooh, take that in for a moment because that's powerful. I'm going to read now what it says here. clears the path of obstacles in the way of success, brings all the properties of tangerine solar light, inner energy, strength, clarity, and personal power. It's a reminder for us to be in our power. Propels one forward to claim their prosperity and success, fulfilling their soul's desire, gives one with the sense of oneness and connection with all. We have to remember the oneness of all. We have to remember love. Works powerfully with the solar light council of 12, the brotherhood of light. Brings inner energy, strength, clarity, and power. Propels one forward to claim their prosperity and success, and brings the solar light to earth. A lot of people work with the moon. I work with the sun. I work with solar energy. I like connecting to the sun. I find that it gives me the energy and the vitality and the clarity and lifts my spirits. So I think as much as possible, the sun is medicine. To get out into the sun. Don't listen to this stuff about like, oh, it's not healthy to be in the sun. That's not true. You need sun. But this is also connecting to the great central sun, right? To God. So yeah. Okay, that's the second card. Ooh. And then this beautiful cobalt blue. Gorgeous color. And that's the close-up of it, and I'll read that. Allow my energy to uplift your spirits, bringing fresh perspectives, insights, and awareness. See your life situations through the highest perspective, not from the ego. Let go of the need to be right and making others wrong. Oh my God. Yes. There is a plague of that on this planet right now. Oh. Choose happiness time and again, and you will win. Allow my soothing and cooling, vibrant blue energy to cool off your fiery disposition and soothe you so you can see your life and the circumstances in it with a neutral, peaceful heart. What did I say? All is well, dear one. Fear not. Great magic, alchemy, and forces are on your side to bring a victory to you. A small shift in attitude may be called for. Allow my magic to do the rest. And what else does it say about that? Cobalt. Okay. This Andara is a conduit of the pure blue ray. And I'm a blue ray being, so I love that. Emanating from the core of the universe, its vibration is the holographic stream of the now, limitless as are we. Holds the energy of the high priestess and priest, restores grace, peace, harmony, acceptance, and compassion, brings forth peaceful change. It is a channel for divine mother energy, takes you back to a time when the royal bloodlines began, where honor and service to God, divine source, and mankind brought you to a place of oneness with your divine plan and path. That's what I was talking about. See what I'm saying about these cards? Like, they're just amazing. They read themselves. So just one more time to show you these cards. This was the Cobalt, not Cobalt, excuse me, the Higher Heart Andarian, and that's the close-up. And then we have the Solar Fire. And then we had this Cobalt. So I let me know in the comments what this brought up for you. How does this resonate with you? Let me know in the comments. I think that I feel like almost today is like a turning point. The energies today to me feel very much like a turning point. Like we've been building up and going through so much and clearing out and facing stuff, sometimes stuff we don't want to face, seeing things sometimes we don't want to see and deal with, but have been necessary, facing our biggest fears, releasing things, including, all kinds of things, relationships, objects, all kinds of things, beliefs, ways of being. And I feel like today is a time for us to really to see things with new eyes and to connect with the future version of ourselves that we're bringing in. Be a good day to do like timeline work. What do you think? What's this bringing up for you? I'd love to hear. And if I, don't see it right now, if you, a siren just went by. If if you're watching this on the replay, and I'll respond to all the comments later. But I'd love to hear what this is bringing up for you. And if you need any support during this time, you know that I am here for you, whether it's through your own reading. I do, intuitive readings, half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, different prices for those. And that will go straight to the heart of the matter and help you get clarity on things. And if you want to go deeper into some healing work with me, that can be extremely, extremely transformative. But it's really important these days to what did Gudrun say? Letting go of the ego, embracing a new chapter, hope as well as clarity, guidance as well as affirmation. Yes. Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, yes, yes. Hope as well as clarity. We have to have hope, right? To stay in that space of hope and alignment with our highest future as much as we can is so important, right? Like, and again, if you need support with that, I offer sessions. I have a client who's been working with me now for almost a year, and I've been watching this, or sort of sitting with her as she goes through a huge shift. Oh, thank you, Gudrun. Your readings out of the world. Thank you. I love doing readings. And it's a good way to get some clarity about your own situation, because I like going straight. I'm such a Scorpio. I go like right into the heart of things. And then I love doing healings and clearings. I did a clearing for someone yesterday. Wasn't quite sure what the session was going to bring, but it turned out that she was under attack, under psychic attack. She didn't realize it. But she was in like a really dark place, in a very negative space, with all kinds of dark thoughts and so on, and feeling extremely pessimistic, and which was, not her normal state of being. And I was like, you need a clearing. So I did that. I gave her a clearing. On 2 levels. I did a general clearing, and I worked on fears, and then I did an exorcism for her. And afterwards, she's like, "Oh my God!" She goes, "I feel completely different. I feel like normal again. I feel like myself." It's like, yeah, you need a clearing. So even those of us who are on the spiritual path, who do the work, it's good to have support. I know I've been fortunate enough to have support from people when I've needed it. Sometimes we get this idea that we have to do everything ourselves, especially if we're healers ourselves, like, oh, we should be able to heal ourselves. But sometimes you need somebody else to come in, and there's no shame in that. We need support. We need to support each other. And so, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you or whatever. I need support sometimes. We all are going through stuff. We're all going through our own things. And I think, being there for each other and seeking out the support when you need it, it makes all the difference in the world, right? So I am going to end this now and wish you a beautiful rest of your Friday. I love Fridays. It's like my favorite day of the week. It's always been my favorite day of the week. And I'd love to hear any feedback you have, any thoughts that come to you. Feel free to share this video. Please like it. It's got stars. You could send me stars. I still am quite 100% understand what that is and how it works, but they're there. Um, and oh, you're welcome, Sarah. Oh, you're so welcome. I hope that this gave you some clarity, some hope, inspiration, um, a boost of good energy, and that's always what I want to give you guys. And I'm so grateful that it was so nice to come on. It was, as you can see, totally spontaneous. But something was like, I should just get on and do a live. So happy to come on and do this. But yeah, please like this video, share it, and put any more comments that you have. If you have any questions and if you want to do some work together, I am here for you. So, with that, I'm going to wish you a beautiful Friday. Beautiful 1010 gateway. I think it'd be a good day to do some journaling and some visualization about what you want to bring into your life going forward. I think I need to do that as well. All right, my loves. Thank you so much for being with me. It's been lovely. And sending you a big kiss from Avila, Spain, home of the amazing Santa Teresa. Bye.